This is LOA Recon with Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we explore the ins and outs of conscious creation to manifest our favorite dreams come true. Let's have some fun together. Welcome and thank you for joining me for another episode. All the dogs are having a nap right now after we had a beautiful walk on such a gorgeous spring day, so I thought this is a perfect time to record something for you. There's something that's been on my mind. You know when conscious creators find themselves in a situation that they're not loving? We know the LOA savvy move is to find a way to release that resistance in some form or fashion, because focusing on what we don't want just locks it in place. So to that end, I wanted to share something with you that might help you achieve that next time you're in the thick of a don't want or some sort of contrast. Over the years, I've noticed I'm really good at enjoying both sides of a lot of things. Things that can be completely opposite of each other. I can enjoy both sides fully. It feels like a superpower. And I know you can do this too. I'm not the only one. You already do it in lots of ways. And when you realize that you're doing this, that you've got skills here, I think it makes it easier to expand those skills. Which is worth doing because this can be an effective way to release resistance. It's not the only way, but it can sure be a powerful one when we put it to use. Okay, so this idea is based on the understanding that there isn't just one good thing. Out of all of the possibilities in life, there isn't just one outcome or situation or result that's fabulous or that we prefer. A lot of things go in the fabulous category even when they're the exact opposite of each other. So all sides of the subject, or both sides of the coin, they can both be amazing and delicious when we decide that it is. Or at least when we're willing to look for what's right and good about the side that we might not otherwise have been celebrating. For example, here's some of the things that I know lots of you are really good at loving both sides of. I'll just do a little rampage for each of these so that anyone who isn't already on this same page can maybe get a feel for the possibility of what we're talking about here. For example, man, I just love being able to say this. I love being single, and I also love being in relationship. You know, when you're single, the feeling of independence and possibility, the joy of being able to do whatever you want to do at any time with no one to answer to, no one slowing your roll, is just complete freedom and possibility. It's fabulous. It's also fabulous to keep your own company. To get to know yourself really well. There's so many wonderful things about being single. And when you're in relationship, that's also amazing too, to be connected with a partner, someone to share all the good stuff with, which just makes it even better. And the delight of getting to know someone on that deep, intimate level, and to have someone in your life who you know has got your back when you could use a friend, it's amazing too. They're both amazing. Another one, I love living alone. I love living alone. It gets to be whatever I want all the time. It's amazing. And I also love living with someone, well, with a friend, not just anyone. Sharing physical space with a loved one, it makes home even better. It's also nice to share some of the responsibilities of maintaining a household. I love both of those so much. I love them both so much. And they're totally opposite. Except they're not. They're both amazing. They're both amazing. They're not opposite. I also love when a relationship continues, and I love when it ends. I love both of those. Like, wherever I am, if I'm going to be there, I'm going to find a way to like it. I'm too smart to resist it, and so are you. And that's not to say that we don't feel the feelings of it, in the red hot moments, but we don't linger there. We don't get stuck in those feelings or get stuck in the resistance of it. I also love working. I love my work so much. I love it so. What I do, come on. Who wouldn't? Okay, I'm sure some people have told me they wouldn't. I love it. I absolutely love what I do. And I also love goofing off. I also love not working. I love both of them so much. I love having too many ideas to follow through on, like so many good ideas that I can't possibly do them all justice. That's amazing. An abundance of inspiration. Oh, so cool. And I also love not having any good ideas. Nothing new to work with. Nothing new lighting me up. That's cool too. It gives me a chance to make the most of the old ideas or to take a break. Both of them are amazing. Oh, here's another one. Ooh, this one. Oh, I've learned to love carrying some extra weight. It was easier to love after I'd been thin again because then I knew for sure from personal experience that extra weight has its advantages. It's got its advantages. I don't think I did that podcast. That might just be for GVU members who heard that. You might understand that reference. But I have learned to love carrying some extra weight. I also love when I'm lean. That's easy to love too, but I'm not attached to it because I know there are good things about the other side as well. They're both amazing. I learned to love living with symptoms that affected my lifestyle. There are benefits. And I also love feeling perfectly healthy. That's super cool too. Another coin, I love both sides. I love having all my cool stuff. So much cool stuff that makes life even better. And I love having less stuff. Oh, this thing broke or that disappeared. Someone else could really use this. It feels so good to lighten up. I love having this stuff and I love not having this stuff. It doesn't seem like they go together, but I love both. I also love having a bunch of animals. I love having a bunch of animals in my life. And I also love when I'm not responsible for a bunch of animals. When every moment isn't about some animal, when there's room for more, or I'm just taking a break in between foster gigs, I can love both of those. I loved having horses, and then I loved it when I didn't. And then I loved having them again. Whatever it is, I love it. This feels like a manifesting superpower. I love having a bunch of clients. Working with so many people, it's so rewarding, so satisfying, so fulfilling. And it's also really cool when I don't have a bunch of clients. Is this my Libra nature? No, I know, because we can all do this. We can all do this. I love knowing what's going to happen. And I also love not knowing what's going to happen. I love it in my comfort zone. And it's also thrilling to be outside my comfort zone. I love both of those. I love it when I'm right, but I also love it when I'm wrong. I love that I learned something, that I'm still open to seeing that I'm wrong, or that someone else gets to be right. Sometimes that's the best thing. Someone else gets to be right. And I get to be the one that they schooled. It's pretty cool, not always being the smartest one in the room. I feel pretty cool that I know how to love it no matter what's happening. On a lot of subjects that others might not know how to love, I know how to love it. And it is a practiced skill. This is practiced. It's also a really good skill for conscious creators to have because we know resistance isn't helpful. Pushing against anything that we don't like or don't want, it just empowers and grows that very thing in our reality. So when I talk to a fellow creator who's in resistance, and yes, remember, we feel the feelings first and above everything else. We don't deny what we feel, but we're also not getting stuck in those feelings either. But when we recognize we've been pushing against something, that's our cue to change our mind about it. To find something to love about it. That can be one approach, like how to love a sick day, or how to make the most of an ailment that changes the way you live. Look, it's not only possible, it's an exceptionally savvy LOA move. And granted, yes, some things are easier to enjoy than others, but it's worth finding something to enjoy about it. Because when we're able to appreciate it, we're free of the resistance. And when we're free of resistance, that's when life gets even better. That's how we become a match to all our favorite dreams and desires. By loving what is, or at least not resisting it anymore. So whether it's your relationship status or your professional status or your health status or financial status, whatever, it's worth loving whatever side of the coin you're on. We get what we look for, so when you look for things to appreciate about whatever situation you're in, you'll find those things. And if you don't know how to love some of the trickier things, like, I don't know, maybe getting fired or being unemployed, I'm your girl. Let me tell you all the amazing things you've been overlooking about that. Oh, it's a huge win on so many levels. Or maybe it's the opposite. They won't fire you. They're laying off everyone else with amazing packages and they won't give you one. You know what? That's fabulous too. That's so cool to be able to see the gifts or the blessings in whatever our situation is. We're just choosing to love and appreciate and celebrate whatever is going on because we're cool. We're savvy like that because our feelings aren't conditional on what's going on out there. We know how to feel good because we practiced it and we know it's within our power to do so. And we can find a myriad of reasons to feel better about whatever's going on in our lives. And yes, I know some of these ideas are not for every moment or every situation. And there comes a time, hopefully sooner than later, where we can see what's right about wherever we're at right now. Because as much as we think it's going to be amazing when we get what we want, it's also amazing to be right where we're at. And the better we can see that, the better our vibration is and the better our reality unfolds from there. Our ability to access positive perspectives, it's good for our manifesting game. And yes, this applies to money and professional success too. It's fabulous to have extra money. Who doesn't love that? It's so fun to have money to blow. It's also thrilling to ride the line, to make the most of what you've got, right? To feel an appreciation for every cent, to feel good being able to pay the bills that you're able to pay, to know that you're putting it to the best possible use, being such a smart money manager, making good decisions for your household during this time when you're not feeling the extra. Oh, and it's also really good for what's coming next because the experience of not having all that you want strengthens the desire for more, and that's where more comes from feeling like you don't have enough, or at least from not having all that you want. That's where big money comes from, these times of not feeling the big money. So in that sense, we can celebrate those low or no income months or years because that's what slingshots us into the big money months and years. Contrast is where all the good stuff comes from. It's what initiates or strengthens our desire, and that's how life expands, through our expanded desire. But if we stay stuck in the contrast, or whatever it is we don't want, we're blocking that slingshot effect. We can't experience what we're not the vibration of. So as long as we keep not wanting this, not liking that, it's going to stay that way. And we're too smart to do that. Abraham has said if we knew what the contrast was creating for us, we would never wish it away again. Instead, we would celebrate it when it showed up, because we would know that that's what's leading us into even better. Conscious creators we're highly skilled appreciators anyway, right? So we know how to find the good in any situation, and that's good for our alignment, and that's good for our manifesting. And yes, as I was rampaging about how good I am at this, I was thinking about, my contrast with the development or past contrast where I didn't really rock this routine. So I asked myself, can I love the development as much as I love the undevelopment? Or could I love that the cat is missing as much as I loved it when he was present and accounted for? Can I love climate change as much as I love climate stability? Those are questions worth asking, because being willing to pose the question is the first step. Just the invitation to consider the possibility makes it one. And the answer is, for me, of course I can. I can do anything I put my mind to, and so can you. Because that's where everything comes from, our minds, our attention, our focus, whatever we're observing. So when we put our mind to it, of course we can love whatever we're willing to practice loving, or at least not resisting, right? If we could just even get to peaceful neutrality or willful, conscious allowing, that in itself makes room for even better to manifest. And that's an LOA savvy move. Because pushing against what we don't want just keeps us stuck in it. And appreciation is the antidote to so many things. It's the antidote to resistance, to impatience, to fear, to so many things that are messing up our vibrational game. So the next time you notice something you're not loving, if it's bothering you enough that you'd like to be rid of it, see if instead you can practice appreciating it. See if you can find what's good about it. See if you can imagine how Jeanette might rampage about it, or why someone else might rave about it. Because I guarantee it's there, and magic unfolds when you find it. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you got some manifesting inspiration from this.